I knew you'd come around.
Don't ruin it.
My eyes!
Brooklyn, this,
Mwah.
us, it's not working. I can't do this anymore. I can't be with you anymore.
Boy, that escalated quickly. I mean, that really got out of hand fast.
I'm feeling it. Feel the legs pushing up on the stairs. I'm feeling it. Feel the high that you get from the line. If you feel it, raise your hell in the sky.
So let's start with the Kenji and Brooklyn relationship. Do I hate it? Do I dislike it? Where am I at? And I'm giving you my reason why I dislike this relationship. I dislike it because there was no really development through these characters, chemistry through these characters, more so like Darius and Brooklyn. Now, you're probably saying, well, Johnson, they might have development through the flashback. That's true. That's why I'm hoping Chaos Theory does do a better job of developing that relationship. That might make me feel like, okay, they deserve each other. But if you really look back at Camp Cretaceous, it's all because this is where I come from. I feel that if Darius made the move first, it would be Darius in that position, not Kenji. Do I think she still would have been alive? Who knows? We don't know how it would have played out. But we all do know Kenji beat Darius to the punch. Because, again, Darius wasn't thinking about trying to get with Brooklyn. He was just trying to think about trying to survive the next day and eventually get off the island. Now, I promise you, if Darius had his same mindset where Kenji was, I bet you money it would have been Darius in that standpoint than Kenji. Now, again, Kenji made the first move. That's how it went down. And everybody's like, oh, okay. And we all looked around. Like, even I was watching it and I was reading the comments. People were like, where's this coming? Because it came out of left field. A lot of that came out of left field. And I think the reason that people hate their relationships, like this hate or dislike it, me, I'm in the despise type of level with it. And it was because it was just forced. And it was like, and this is not the whole, you wanted a black guy to get with a black, like, no. And it was nothing like that. It was not nothing racial, anything like that. It's the fact that these characters did not have the development that Darius and Brooklyn had. Brooklyn and Darius had a lot of development. Like, they really did the first three seasons. And eventually it just dwindled. And then it went to just small bits and pieces to where it was in 1, 2, and 3. These characters were back and forth. And it was a good chemistry. It wasn't a hateful, despised, and nasty. It was more of each character lift each other up type of thing, which you're supposed to do. And it was organic. It wasn't forced. The Kenji and Brooklyn was forced. It felt like somebody higher up, Colin Trevorrow, came in there and said, oh, I like these two characters to get together. Let's put them together. And I believe that's why Colin Trevorrow said he likes season 4. And everybody and their mother said that's the worst that's the worst season. Some will say 5, some will say 4. But those 2 seasons are not very good. I'm in that camp. And I feel that Mr. Colin Trevorrow, he didn't watch the show in its entirety. Because if he did, he wouldn't put Brooklyn and Kenji together, or even suggested that as an idea, because it's like, that's not good character development. That's not good storytelling. Okay, go with what we've been doing, because the creator of the show or the showrunners already knew Brooklyn and Darius's endgame, and I think that was the direction they were going to go. But they put Kenji in there, and it kind of threw things up. I think they're correcting that in Chaos Theory. I'm not too sure. And again, I'm also saying too, if they give the development to Kenji and Brooklyn relationship, then I might be for it. They have the time to do both right. They have the time to give us the relationship with Darius and Brooklyn. They even have the time to develop Kenji and Brooklyn relationship, even though they're broken up. And that might actually make me actually be like, okay, I'm down with this relationship now, because you actually gave the character development and the time to build these characters up together to have some good chemistry. If not, then no, I'm not down with it. Because again, it felt like a forced decision from a higher up exec who did not know the show and did not know the interaction with the characters. And that's why the Kenji and Brooklyn relationship was a thing. Now, here's my thing. Am I saying you guys should not like it because it didn't. No, if you like it, cool. But you cannot say that Brooklyn and Kenji had a lot of development more than Darius. You can't say that. Everybody knows you can't say that because there's proof in the seasons of Camp Cretaceous 1, 2, and 3. Maybe 4, you might have a little bit of glitter here, a little dwindle here, but not 1, 2, and 3. Not on the level that Darius and Brooklyn had. Okay? And that's all I'm saying. Does that make the show terrible? No. And does that make Kenji as a terrible character? No, I still think Kenji is a very good character from how he started. I just don't think he was meant to be with Brooklyn in Camp Cretaceous. However, we are in the new era of the Chaos of the Ray, and things can change. And the way things are going with the show, we can actually have that development that Kenji and Brooklyn have. Now, again, do I fear they're doing a bait and switch, or they broke them up so they can have more development? And I hope if they break these characters, if they're going to put them back together, please shut it down and do it the proper way. I don't know. I see where a lot of fans are coming, because I was reading one comment and one person said, I hope they don't put her with Darius and then she breaks up with Darius to get back with Kenji. I hope so too. I hope she don't, because at that point, I'm like, damn, everybody else. Just have Kenji and Darius look at each other like, fuck you, and move on. I'm at that level, because that, to me, that's just too much. That's going to really have a big backlash with the fan base. So hopefully they stick to one decision and they keep it. The way things are going, though, I think Darius is the one she's going to be with marriage-wise. But, again, I could be wrong. But, again, if Kenji has that development and Brooklyn has that development, then we all good. We ain't got nothing to worry about. But if not, then it is what it is. But as always, guys, you know the drill. Like, subscribe, peace, have a Johnson day. Do you guys hate the Kenji and Brooklyn relationship, or you guys like me? Or, you just want a little bit more development so you can actually care for this relationship. Or you just don't care. You just love this relationship and you don't give a fuck what no one else says. Comment below and you let me know. As always, y'all know what to do. Have a Johnson day.